everyone, we're going to be going through some banking basics. And if we look here, we see that we're looking at a calendar for the month of June. Now June, as we can see, June has 30 days. So 30 days, and it looks like it ends on a Tuesday. But we want to look at this calendar, and calendars are important. Not only do they tell us what day of the week it is, but calendars can be very helpful in telling us what's coming up, whether it's something fun or whether you have something not fun and a bill is due. But it's important to pay those bills on time. So we're going to take a peek at this June 2020 calendar, and we're going to see when certain things are due or when fun things are coming up. So if we look over here, we see June 1st. What is going on June 1st? We see that the person is getting their benefits. Benefits are something that are paid to you through probably Social Security. We could see that you're either going to be getting it in the mail that day, or it's going to be deposited directly into your bank account. Now if we come over here, we look on Tuesday. Tuesday we see that the person went to the ATM. They also withdrew money from the ATM, probably because they got paid over here on the 1st. So they took money out. That is what withdrawing means. That means they're taking money out. They're probably putting in their wallet for future use. Now we go through the rest of the week. There's nothing going on here on Wednesday, nothing going on here on Thursday, but we see way over here on Friday, June 5th, we see that there's a utility bill due, and we see a light bulb. What do you think is due? What utility uses light bulbs? It's the electric bill. We see that the electric bill is due on Friday, June 5th. It's very important that you pay your utility bills on time, because what happens if you don't pay your utility bills on time? They could shut off your electricity, and then you're left sitting in the dark, and that's no fun, right? Now we're going to go into the second week here, and we don't see anything for the first couple of days of the week, Monday, Tuesday. But if we look here on Wednesday, we see on Wednesday, June 10th, there's actually something fun going on. They're going to an amusement park, and that's fun. They wrote something fun down on their calendar, something that they're going to be doing that they wanted to be reminded of, probably so they could prepare for it, whether it's bringing a lunch and making sure they have enough money withdrawn from their ATM in their wallets to take with them. Now for the rest of the week here, we see on the 12th, we see on Friday, June 12th, that there's a paycheck that gets deposited. Now, paycheck, where do you get a paycheck from? You get a paycheck from work. So this person must work part-time. So they're getting benefits from Social Security, and that's okay. You're allowed to work if you get Social Security. That's just supplemental. It just means you just get some money from the government for your disability, or for whatever reason that you are on Social Security for. But this person must work part-time, so they get a paycheck. And we could see that they're either getting it mailed to their house or they're picking it up. So they probably have to go to the bank to cash it, or it's already directly deposited into their bank account. Now we're going to go into the third week. The third week here, we see something extremely important, and that's Monday, June 15th. We see that rent is due. What is rent for? Rent is for the roof over your head. You're probably paying rent for an apartment if you happen to live there, or you could rent an entire house if you don't own it. It's very important to pay this when it's due every month, because you have a landlord that you pay it to, and if you don't pay that bill, guess what? They can boot you out, and that's no fun. Now, if we look over here, this is another important bill, and this is a monthly bill that you'll be paying from your checking account. This is for cable. Now, cable, we know cable, we see the television here. You have to make sure you pay that every month. If you don't pay that bill every month, what's going to happen? They're going to shut off your cable, and you're going to be stuck sitting at a blank TV. Now, over here, we have on the 18th of June, which is also falling on a Thursday, we have Good Time Parks and Resort. It looks like they have something else planned for themselves. A resort seems like it's something that might include a hotel. So they probably had to make sure they saved enough money all these other weeks prior in order to have the money to go to the Good Time Parks and Resort. Now, we come over to the 4th week, and we only have one thing here on the 4th week, and that it happens to fall right here on Wednesday, June 24th. And we see that it's the phone bill. What happens if you don't pay your phone bill? They shut your phone off. There's no more talking on your phone unless you're doing Wi-Fi calling. So it's important that you pay that bill every single month. I think having a calendar is a great idea. It could be something simple as a printout from a computer screen. It could be one of those nice size calendars that you hang up on your wall. I personally have a very small little calendar book that I put all my little plans in, and I write stuff down. You can't really see it on here, but it goes month to month. I'm able to keep it in my backpack or my purse, and it doesn't take up a lot of room, and I can remind myself when I might have a doctor appointment coming up, if I have a bill due, or if something important is coming up that I have to remind myself of, because there's a lot going on, and just because you think you're going to remember, you're probably not. So it's best to write those things down and keep it in one area, because I'm not having little pieces of paper everywhere. I just have this monthly calendar, and this goes for every single month of the entire year. So as long as I don't lose this little book, I'm able to keep track of when things are due every month for an entire year. And then I get a new book for the next year. It just helps me keep everything organized. And being organized is very helpful for every day. So, as you can see, we're just looking at the calendar. And calendars are easy to organize, and you can do it any way you need to, whether it's drawing a picture to remind yourself of when a bill is due, like the utility bill and putting a light bulb, or something fun like going to this resort or the amusement park here. So make sure every month that you guys print out a simple schedule for yourself. It could even include things like making sure you're taking a shower on certain days, which hopefully is almost every day, making sure you check off that you brushed your teeth, that you ate breakfast, and just planned for maybe even cleaning your room.